new Looney Loon Marker Mouse cartoon show by me, Jimmy Conley. Look at that. Man, this is so cool. Wow, look at that. Oh, it looks good, man. Oh, yeah, man. The Looney Loon Marker Mouse cartoon show #1 is available on electricmilkcomics.com and jamiecosley.com. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, yeah, man. Look at it. Patrick, look for #1. Check it out. Look at the colors. Just got these today. Back cover. It's the floor in my art studio. Look at this. Recolored them all. #1's coming out again. Oh, yeah, man. Next. Hey. Patrick the Wolf Boy. #2. Oh, yeah, man. Check them out. This is the Halloween issue. But it has Valentine's on the back. Man, check this out. This is cool. It's all recolored. Man, this is cool. Oh, man. Print job is really cool. Real colorful. I dig it, man. New Meteorite. #2. Bunch of guys. Check this out. Check this out. Look at the inside. Interiors. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. That color. Check that out. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Check this out. I'm promoting. There's a promo. Meteorite Space Cricket meat for the first time. Spoiler. Yeah, man. Look, I got 130 of them in here. YAHGZ, YAHGZ. Last but not least. Webster, the Spider Monkey #0. Finally, in the prequel you all demanded. Look at him. Rhinoceros Jack on the back. This one reprints all of the Dark Horse issues. See all the Dark Horse stories? But also the first appearance of Webster, his very first online adventure. Oh man, when he fights the post-apocalyptic evil. See? Man, this is cool. Webster #1. No, #0. Looking at, I put an ad in the back for #1. So next, Webster Spider Monkey #1 available on my website right now, electricmilkcomics.com. You guys are awesome. Man, I'm so happy. I'm gonna cry.
Okay, Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. Guess what I'm watching? One of my favorite shows. Famous Cartoonist Says Things. Now say that very fast. Famous Cartoonist Says Things. Yes.
All right.
Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist artbaltazar.
Hello, welcome. Famous Cartoonist Says Thanks. I'm your host. My name is Art Baltazar. I draw comic books, I draw kids' books, I draw children's books, I draw cartoony books, I create characters, I create comic book characters, and I make funny stories, comic strips, all of that good stuff. I'm here live today. Today, we celebrate day 2 of 30 Days of YAHGZ. Let's see who's here. Philip A. Buck. Oh, yeah, famous one. Oh, yeah, Philip A. Buck. YAHGZ, you're a good man, sir. And Andric Salcedo is here. Hi, Andric. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're here today. I was drawing today, and I was watching other live streams of people drawing. And I thought, hey, man, I want to do my own live stream, man. And I watched Franco's. If you're a subscriber to the All Ya Comics YouTube page, we've been secretly non-competitive, but competitively competing against each other, it seems like. But we've both been adding content, man, to our All Ya Comics YouTube page, and it's really cool. And we're both got that feeling, that bug that we want to go live, and someday we will cross over. But when he went live last night, I just went to bed. And it's true what he said on his show that our hours are different. But today I was sitting drawing, and I'm going to go live. I'm just going to go live. Let's see. I watched Franco's stream yesterday. Yeah, that's cool. I saw they mentioned you on there too. You chimed in. You had a question for the peeps. Swigs. Now's the time we swig. Oh, yeah, I have a fresh cup of swig ready to go. And you know what? I'm going to draw YAHGZ. I was drawing some YAHGZ pages, and then I thought, I'm going to draw these live like I said I would. And I like to draw live, and it makes me hunker and focus to getting pages done instead of getting distracted. Because, you know, when I watch videos, I watch a Star Wars video, and then that ends, and I look for another one, and then just that little time looking sometimes distracts me from getting my deadline going. But here we go. Let's launch day 2 of 30 Days of YAHGZ. Let's do it. Hello, welcome back. You are seeing on my screen right now, that is YAHGZ. That's a page of YAHGZ I'm coloring. And it's Cranobi. He's in the Emerald realm right now. I have to finish coloring. I was coloring this, and I'm thinking, man, I want to do this live. I'd like to draw this page live. So he's sitting there on the emeralds, on all these other characters, creatures, if you will. Look at him, and he says, and angriest is all that is bad? And she says, correct. So how did I conjure up the Cray Stick's power? So I'm coloring this stuff, and it's just so much fun. I was doing this, and I thought, man, I want to do this. I want to do this live so people could see. And henceforth, 30 Days of YAHGZ, live drawing. No one else is drawing their whole comic live. Well, I'm trying to draw as much as I can. I think this is page 22, but I think it's actually page 23 because of the way I colored and I inserted pages and I took pages out and added different things. So this is actually it is page 23, but I'm borrowing colors from this other page so I could get this. So I got a lot of pages open, as you can see. As you can see, I don't know where it went. There it is. But I had to borrow pages for different colors. Instead of memorizing colors sometimes, I just swipe them, you know, take them from other things. I think he's the only one speaking. It's all true, man. It's all true. And here's the cover. Here's the cover of YAHGZ book 3. That's the cover of YAHGZ book 3. If you guys dig it, that's what it looks like. It comes out in August. So that's why I have to get this done now. I have to go now, man. I have to get it done now so we can send it to the printer soon. But I've been hunkering and hustling with this. It's got to get done. But it's been a busy time for the famous cartoonist, trying to hunker through things, deadlines and such, and family events, and the what do you call that? The holidays, holiday magic, people doing things. So I'm back on track, man. Hey, man, when are you gonna get back on track, man? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm backing on tracking. So I'm gonna go lighter with this. Yeah, like that, right there. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's gotta look magical. I like this comic too, because like everything taking place in this comic happens in, a lot of it happens in another realm, which is kind of cool. I dig it, man. I dig it. As John Travolta would say, I dig it the most. But I like it. I like making things that are strange. And I like making comics that, in a way, I've never made them like that before, you know? You're picking up what I'm throwing down. But I figure even if this is fun, just a show. Plus, we're building up our channel. I know people always say, you're building up the channel, like and subscribe. Yeah, we could do that too. That's what we're doing, man. Like normally I draw all day long, but sometimes I feel like I need people in my world, you know? I got people in my world here, but I take a break and go upstairs. Everyone's doing their own thing. They ask me how the famous one's doing. And I say, I'm okay. I'm doing all right. But I need people who like get it, you know? It's like, we're here for you, Baltazar. Shut up, Baltazar. See, there's always that one guy. There's always that one guy who doesn't care. But we're going to do this. Look at, this is something I invented. Coloring beyond the panel. Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right. That'll work, man. That'll work. Works. Yeah, hopefully you guys are watching our channels, man, because Franco went up yesterday with catching up with Franco. That's kind of cool. I dig it. I like when I can wake up in the morning and see different live shows. Like stuff was happening while I wasn't around, and I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, great show, Baltazar. Not boring at all. Oh man, I'm just drawing. But I got a lot of stuff, man. I sent out some emails yesterday trying to establish contact because it's the new year. It's like, hey man, happy new year, man. How you doing, man? Let's do this. That kind of stuff. So we'll see. Yesterday was Friday. I think people are back to work now, right? People are back to working. So nobody cares, man. I know. It's hard. But man, I like been feeling this creative drive and this creative push ever since the new year has started. I think it's because I finished lots of my deadline work, and now all the work is like just fun stuff. It's always fun, but like a lot of my work now is all my own characters. And I really dig it. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. So it's a lot easier to work on your own characters versus deadline work. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a different thing. It's like watching I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess it's like George Lucas making Star Wars his own way versus what people want him to do. You know, I don't know. But I dig it. I dig it, man. I'm digging it. Shut up, stop saying digging it all the time. I know, I got this critic who won't leave me alone. It's okay. We need critics. We need critics in our life. Maybe. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Wow, you guys are saying stuff, man. I'm going to go in there and read comments in a moment. Glad you guys are watching because this is real fun. And I know it's a weird Saturday afternoon time. I go very random with my shows. And it's just how I feel. If I feel like it, I do it. Because a lot of times I don't feel like it. Well, I'm like burnt out and worn out or something. But I've been getting up. I'm early morning again. Like 4 in the morning kind of thing. I wake up at 4 in the morning and I just can't sleep. And I just get down to work. So I'm going to wake for a little bit today. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? No, man. We know what you mean, man. All right, let's see. You guys like my intros? I got more. I'm working on some more videos. Videos are real cool. And I like making those. I like making those kind of videos like shorts and reels. I like making those where it's just me talking into a camera. And my son told me those work the best out of all the videos. Those catch on. And then when I went to my mom and dad's house, my parents, if you will, I went over there to their house and my dad told me that he said, hey, I went online just to check my email and your video popped up of you talking and you're in the backyard. I'm like, yeah. so I like those videos of just putting the camera, just walk around. I want to do another one, but I just didn't. Almost did it today. But I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to go live for all to see. Shut up and make a video, Baltazar. Did you guys watch that other one I put up on YouTube? It was a video of me drawing the cat in the hat. And that one was real cool because way in the beginning, before I even got the cat in the hat gig, okay, here's a little secret. Before I even got that gig, Random House publisher wanted to say, hey, man, we don't really know who you are, man. So all they wanted was they wanted a 3-minute video of me just saying hello and showing and telling them what I did. You know, instead of writing an email, they actually wanted a video. So I set the thing for I was going to do a 3-minute video. And then I gave them a little mini show. It was a famous cartoonist 15-minute drawing show. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they liked it. But it's been about 3 years since I made that, maybe 2 years. So I thought it was, what do you call that? Statute of limitations, whatever that is. I think it was time to share the video with the masses. You guys are the masses, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I can share it now. I think I'd be safe to share. And that's what I did. So I like how the video came out. And I think I want to do more like that. It was just fun. Do little mini episodes. If you guys are okay with that, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it anyway. But I like it because, like, if I just want to do a short show, as my wife might say, do a short show, I could do it. You know, it's kind of fun. And it was cool to see. It was cool to see the results and people chiming. People chime in, right? You guys chime in. People checking it out and say, hey, that was pretty cool. And the cool thing about it is I've been getting a lot of responses from it. I like people writing to me about it. about the drawing the cat in hat, and it's kind of cool. And I'm not sure if the YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, if it gets more views that way, or this gets more views, because they both kind of equal. The live streams versus videos to me seem about equal. So I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep doing, and we're gonna keep doing. I know Franco's doing his catching up show, which is really cool. It's always cool to see. And then, of course, famous cartoonist says things and draws things and does things. I'm doing all kinds of things, man. But I figure, like, I'm gonna draw and draw anyway. Let's go live. Let's draw live. This is YAHGZ. YAHGZ book 3, page 23. Making it right now. YAHGZ, page 23, has never been drawn live before. This is the only time ever in history. The history of the internet, the history of life itself. No one's ever drawn this comic book live. It never existed before today. The show you're watching right now is being created right before your eyes. Only for your eyes. Right in front of you. And nobody else has this show on their page. That don't make sense, Baltazar, but it does. It's glorious. Today is iconic. I'm glad you're here with me today. There's a lot of comments coming in. I hope it's not hate comments, because I forgot to switch it where I could see it. The comments, I can only see the number, but I'm going to read it in moments. You guys will have all your deepest desires and your questions answered, because I know there's questions there. People are saying, hey, man, how do you do this, man? That's what you guys are saying right now. Or you're saying, shut up, Baltazar. I usually get that. Where's my stuff? I got a few where's my stuff questions today. Sometimes I'm, where's my stuff? Sometimes I can't, not control where the stuff is. It leaves my house, and then I don't know. It's like sending it off on a carrier pigeon. Hopefully it gets there, So the where's my stuff questions today are just like, they're curious information, filled with information. Not so much like, you suck, Baltazar. Nothing like that. That comes later. It's like, why are you just talking like that? I don't know. All right, let me see. Going in here. Look at, this is going to be real cool. I like drawing magic and stuff. Magic, special effects. These dots are called Kirby dots, inspired by the great Jack Kirby. So I didn't invent it. Jack Kirby invented it. We're all just trying to make it cool, Draw some cool Kirby dots. Hey, man. You think you're so smart, eh? You guys been watching Star Wars? I can't wait, man. I look forward to that new show. The Skeleton Crew. I watch it like, man, I've been looking forward to it. I love it so much. It's so good. It's just a good, fun adventure. There's no expectations, so it doesn't disappoint ever. Even if it's a slower episode. But there really haven't been any slow episodes. It's just good, right? Yeah, it is. It's good. Let's see. I just colored with the wrong. There we go. That's better. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, I see. Wasn't that from something too? Oh, I see. Tarzan. Oh, I see. Yeah, man. How's everything today? You see, I'm gonna color this background here, and then I'm gonna read some of your comments and questions. Oh, they're growing. The more I don't read them, the more questions I have to do when I do read them. Oh, look at that. Look at. Did you guys bring a swig? I hope my good friend D. Brad's here. I always miss out. Always disappointed when D. Brad says, "Oh, I missed you." But our streams, our shows, stay up. I don't take any of them down, even when they're not good. Like I know I got some older ones that I did, Famous Cartoonist After Dark, and some of them were weird, but I left them up there. I'm like, oh man. But I figured when you get weird and personal, people like they know more stuff about you, you know. You're all weird, Baltazar. Let me see. Color that right there. I'm doing the back coloring, like I'm coloring behind it. I color the solid pieces first. How about that? How's that look? And then I go back in here and let's see, color the, look at that. No one in the history of comic books have ever done panels like this where they look all weird. I was going to go back and fill these in. Let me see. Yeah, I should. They just look better. It's more effort done, man. Because I know kids will look at things and ask questions. Why does this guy look different on this panel or this page? He looks different here. His boots are different or stuff like that. They come at me, man. The kids. But if you guys are reading YAHGZ, if you read YAHGZ book 1 and 2, man, you're going to dig this one. This one's really cool. It's the third part of the saga. The conclusion, if you will. I'll go back to some of the characters. Like I just wrote another story with the character of Kramies. He is the character in Meteor Might series. If you're interested in seeing Meteor Might, I have the comics on my website for sale. It's Meteor Might. It's a three issue story. And actually 4 issues. It's Meteor Might 1, 2, and 3. And then Meteor Might teams up with Spitfire Space Cricket, who's from Jamie Cosley's part of the universe. So Jamie Cosley's part of the Oh Yeah Comics universe. His characters cross over from time to time. It's all true, man. It's all true. Yeah, great show, Baltazar. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Is that cool? Does that look good? Oh, yeah, man. I like this a lot. Oh, I got to get him. See? I forgot him here. Forgot him right here. Forget this, man. Let me see. I got some dots on him. Got to get the small dots. Small dots at the end of the shapes and things. I think I got it all. Let's see. Yeah, this is cool. This looks good. I dig it. Right here. I add this right here. Make this with white back here. It's little details. Why do you put so much details in there, Baltazar? You know why? It's because YAHGZ is a SEPA award-winning book. I won the award for YAHGZ Book 1, won a SEPA award, the Colorado Independent Publisher Award. So I didn't know it was a big deal until I went there, and it was a big deal. So it was cool, man. Let me see. I'm put a big face of Kranobi so you could see. The independent comic book. It wasn't even a comic book publisher. It was just independent book publisher. Okay, I'm going to see what you guys are saying. I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to see. I'm going to save it and swig. Make sure it's saved again. See, save. Yep, it's saved. Shoo, man, shoo. Let's see what your comments are. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a lot of comments to go. Let's see. Philip. Hey, Buck. After you sent me that classic Crybaby Adventures collection that crossed over with the artist and that preview sample of YAHGZ, I was eager to read the first YAHGZ. Oh, thanks, man. Did I send you that book too, right? Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. It's it. Andrick Salcido. I might get the first volume of Crybaby Comics, the one from 1998. Yeah, man. If you go to my Patreon, and if you signed up on my Patreon for a $2 tier, which is $2. You pay $2 a month. You get a whole bunch of my comics, digital downloads to my comics. Like something's going on here. There it is. I want to change the colors. I change the color to there you go. I want to change the color. Is that classic? See, I like the color to be like that. How do I get the color in here? All right, let's see. Let me see, Andrew. Andreek. Let me see. Let's see if the next one comes up. Wow, this page looks fantastic. Very exciting. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And yeah, if you go to my my Patreon page, you will see there's tiers. There's a $1 tier, which is like, way to go, famous cartoonist. And then there's others where there's $2 tiers where you could see all my stuff. And that one's real cool. And or there's a join for free. But if you join for free, all you're doing is giving me a thumbs up. So if you join for $1, you get to comment at least. But most of the things I post are for my $2 tier followers. But if you post $2 or you do a tier for $2, it's $2 a month. But I give you comics. Right now I have like 14 or 15 different comics. I think I got the first 10 issues of Crybaby Adventures, and then 2 more. I got Weirdsville Crybaby Adventures crossover. So right now there's 12 comics on my Patreon that if you join for $2, you get it. You get those books, which is really cool. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, it's work. It's orange again. See, I like how the orange looks. And I might get the first Crybaby Adventures. I don't know if I don't have any Crybaby comics, but I don't know if you'll be able to find any of the trades on eBay maybe. I'm not sure. Philip A. Buck says, I'm glad I put it on my wish list for Christmas. My sister and brother-in-law got it for me. Oh, yeah. I've got lots of good reading. Yeah, man, cool. I dig that. I dig it, yo. Digging it fresh. Philip says, wow, this page is fantastic. Thank you. Jamie Cosley. Oh, yeah, YouTube. Jamie Cosley's the famous cartoonist, he says. And Avik, or no, I have my friend's little boy's name's Avik. And when I read your name, Andrik, it reminds me of him. School is out because of all the fires. Oh, man. Oh, be careful, man. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sending baby Jesus your guys' way. I don't know if you need someone more powerful. Sway. Need baby Jesus and anyone he knows. But I hope you guys are safe out there. Yeah. Benjamin Murray says, I thought you drew in Clip Studio Paint. Why are you drawing in Photoshop? Oh, this Photoshop, I color in Photoshop. I draw in Manga Studio, which is now Clip Studio, but I draw in Manga and I color in Photoshop. So that's what I'm doing here. I color in Photoshop because I like their colors and things of that nature. It says, are you working on any other long form books after YAHGZ 3 is done? I'm doing a lot of shorter comics, but I'm going to add a lot of my stories to existing comics like Giro Man. I'm working on Giro Man number 2 and number 3, and I'm working on Lunar Lizard number 3. I'm working on Webster the Spider Monkey 2, 3, and 4. So I got a lot of books that I've written already that I sketched out and I drawn, but I have to complete them. But so far, no epic volumes. This will be the last epic volume that I'm drawing all at once. But there might be, I'm going to try to get them, all my books collected in some form as I go. You know, that makes sense. Are you going to make another book with Jamie Cosley this? Yes, we have another book planned. We're doing another book for Halloween, and we're going to have another Halloween haunted house show. We're looking for a space, like a venue, something better than the last time.
But we're making another book with frogs. So it's gonna be a lot of frogs in there in our next theme. So it's fun. We're gonna have me and Jamie and Tyler Cosley and Todd Webb. So all four of us are gonna be in the book. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a crossover event. It said, I enjoyed the cat in the hat behind the scenes. Very cool. Yeah, man. Thanks, Philip. When I made that, I made it, Random House wanted to know who I was. So they said they only wanted like a 3 or 4 minute video, and I made up a whole 15-minute episode. But I really wanted to show them who I was all the way that I could talk in a camera, because they wanted to do interviews later. So I did a bunch of interviews with Random House people, and that was cool. It's almost like an audition tape, but they liked it, and they liked my show, and the music was from my son. And I forgot that what I said on there, because I know I made it, but I didn't watch it again. Then once I posted it on YouTube and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, I'm talking directly to. I didn't realize I was directly speaking to them. So, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Many videos sounds cool. Yeah, I like them, man. I'm gonna do some more mini ones like that. I think they're just fun to do. Yeah, they're real cool. Anthony Latch, YAHGZ. He says, YAHGZ, you're a good man, sir. Thank you, Anthony Latch. Says, I took a swig of cranberry juice. Yeah, let's take another swig. Now's the time. Let's swig again. I have some Diet Pepsi. That's my swig of choice. So, what is the inspiration for the Electric Milk logo? Electric Milk started when I was in college, when I was around 18, 19, 20 years old. That's when I created the craze. I had a friend named Foz, and it's the same friend that's in the Drew and Jop books, my friend Foz. And that's pretty much me and him in college, but in the Drew and Jop book, we're in 5th grade. So I'm the little kid with the puffy hair, and Foz is the little kid with the baseball cap. So in college, we would have a sketchbook that I would draw on it and then pass it to him, and he would draw on it, and we would switch books every day. And once a week or so, and we bring the sketchbook back and we finish each other's stories. It was real fun. A lot like the characters in Drew and Jop. So I drew a character, or I can't remember if I drew it or he drew it, but the character we created a new superhero, and he got his powers from the microwave, and he was trying to bake cookies in the microwave. He's trying to make them soft, like soft batch cookies. He wanted them to stay soft. And when he put the cookies in the microwave and he opened the door too soon, the electrical rays hit him and he spilled his milk on him. So that he became the character known as Electric Milk. He was a superhero. So that made us laugh, and we kept making our comics, and then we kept saying, man, wouldn't it be cool if we started our own comic book company? Let's do our own art studio. And we thought, like, Electric Milk Comics is the coolest name. And we thought, like, once you take a swig of the electric milk, it's part of you. You become, you drink in our milkshake kind of thing. I drink your milkshake. And that's all it was. And so we created Electric Milk, and we started making books. My first book was the Cray Baby Adventures, and I forgot what his was, but he never finished. So I had to go on without him, but I had to go on without him. But Foz lives in my heart. Hope he's doing well. I know he moved on to become a graphic designer. So comics wasn't he was doing it for fun, but comics isn't what his heart and soul was waiting to do since he's a kid. He's a real good artist. He paints. He does. I see him online and stuff. I check him out now and then. Give him a thumbs up. He's a good man. Like, I found that on eBay, and also a signed version of the very first issue. Oh, of Cray Baby Adventures. That's cool, man. I'm glad you found it. Number 3 is the hardest one to find of the original Cray Baby Adventures. And I printed 1 through 5 on my own, and 6, 7, and 8 came out as issues 1, 2, and 3. That's when it came out. So we restarted it. So it's actually, the first storyline is 8 issues. So it goes 1 through 5, and then 1, 2, and 3. So number 1, the second number 1 is actually issue 6, 7, 8, of course. But it's real cool, man. You can find them out. They're out there. Just curious, what does your signature look like? It doesn't look like when I write it. If my name's already on the book, I scribble it, and it looks like people tell me it says cut, but that's my name, Art. But it just looks like cut. I do a big A, like a round A, like lowercase giant A. But I like to print my name too. If my name's going to print, I like print it so people could read it. Yeah. Benjamin says, Art, I have your signature in my house because my grandparents got me some signed comics from you for Christmas. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I do a lot of mailing out right before Christmas because a lot of people buy my stuff for Christmas gifts. And you were one of those kids. Yeah, man, you're awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I'm going to change this banner. Look at, because it says things, but I want to put it on the draws things. Look at famous cartoonist draws things. See? Look at that. Some drawing stuff right now. It's true. It's all true right now. Everything I'm telling you guys is true. So, all right, good. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to add this too. So this is page 22. I'm going to open up a blank page. You guys are seeing my pages here. This page is next in line right there. This is the page that Paper Cuts needs to print. Hey, man, we need that template, man. Yeah, then I'm going to draw stuff. I'm going to bring in my manga. Is it manga or manga? Manga Studio? Manga. It's like saying mango or mango. Mangoes. I'm a big fan of mangoes. All right, here we go. See? Then it fits right in there. It's in proportion of what they need to print. There it is. Looks good. Now I'm going to save that. Save. It is now saved. I'm going to delete it. Not delete. Close it. And look at, here's another page. They're fighting. Look at Krenobi. Look at him here. Check out what he looks like. He's got the powers. He makes his own stick and he's got a shield. But let's go. I'm going to go here. This is going to be what I'm making. This is the next page. Let's see, or is this it? This page is next. So this is going to be real boring for you guys now because I'm going to letter things. You're going to be like, man, I hate when he letters. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it is. It's got to catch up. It's like you're doing a lot of stuff, man. You just closed that other program and now you're trying to live stream over your drawing. Let's see what it says. You are connected to all things good as well. And then, but she's telling Krenobi this, but somehow you throw off the balance of this realm, causing an imbalance, if you will. And he says, how? And she says, I'm not sure. It could be your little green monkey. Hey, I'm a gorilla. Oh, of course. Pardon me. Forgiven. Then she says, one thing's for sure. You are not supposed to be here. Bum, bum, bum. See, it's getting deep, man. It's getting deep. Hey, why are you exposing your comic for free? Like, no, this would be cool. When I drew Gilbert on my live show, people were digging it. I sold more comics that way too. People pre-ordered. And there's a way to pre-order this book. There's I don't know, I think it's on Amazon. I saw it in several places already. Let's see. What did I write? You are connected. You are connected to. I know there's if you go to even Target, if you go to Target's website, my books are up there. This should be up there because they revealed the cover of this a little while ago. So I'm able to show it. Once stuff's on the internet, man, I could show it. You are connected to all things good as well. See, and I letter all my stuff by hand. I think it adds to. To the dynamic. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make this a little bolder. All things good. I don't know if I need a comma here. I think so. I think I need a comma. I added one. What's he say? Does he respond? You are connected to all things good as well. Yeah, see, his comma's needed. But somehow you throw off the balance of this realm. See? Kenobi's causing problems, man. Kenobi's in here doing things. Yeah, this is a cool book. Like when I was on my book tour with Cat and Hat Peeps, I sat down to take a break, have a coffee break with my driver, my liaison, if you will. We had about almost 3 hours to kill. But I had a breakthrough and wrote this story. And this is the moment. This is the moment I remember writing at the coffee house. It was cool. Do I need another comma? But somehow, comma? I don't think so. But somehow you throw off. I think throw off needs to be a hyphen. You're a hyphen, Baltazar. Throw off. Right? Somehow you throw off. I don't like how that looks. See, even I correct my own lettering. The award-winning comic needs proper lettering, you know. But somehow you throw off the balance of this realm. What balance? The balance in general? That's what you should say. What balance? We talk about balance. The balance of good versus evil. Like, why did did you guys read that last issue? Did you guys read YAHGZ too? Of this realm. I don't know if this is making sense, because there's you throw off the balance of this realm. It should be this world. Causing an imbalance, if you will. It should be world, because he throws a balance off of all of it. Now I'll leave it like this, because she feels it. She feels the imbalance. Causing an imbalance. I think I looked it up. I think this is the right way to say it. Oh, great show, Baltazar. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's not boring at all. Imbalance. Causing an imbalance. Would it be causing or creating? Creating an imbalance. Causing. Man, see, I'm doubting myself right now. that make any sense? But somehow you throw off the balance of this realm, creating an imbalance, causing an imbalance. I think causing would be okay. Means the same thing, right? Creating, if you will. My grandma would say that all the time. If you will. She'd add if you will at the end of the sentence. And before the sentence she would add, mind you. Mind you, you're causing an imbalance, if you will. Creating. I think creating. But somehow you throw off the balance of this realm, creating an imbalance. Yeah, creating. Is he causing it? Let's see what it says next. It could be. No, I'm going to put causing because it's the next line. She's doubted. She doesn't know either because it could be the monkey. He says, how? I think I went through this in my sketchbook. The sketchbook. Don't forget your sketchbook. That's what my kids would say all the time. Don't forget your sketchbook. So proud. My guy Gordy got his driver license. Finally. Passed the test. Got his driver license. He could drive now. My kids both have their driver license. They could drive. They're adults now. When they're hungry, they know how to eat. They find their own food. The difference is, I'm hungry. Dad, I'm hungry. It turns into, Dad, you want some of this? You know, it's kind of cool. That don't make sense. I know. Let's see. I'm going to shrink this S a little bit. I don't like how it looks. The S looks weird. You see that guy? He pays attention to what letters look like. You see what he does? That's fine. It's fine. Now it's a little thinner. Sure. I don't like any of it. I'm going to make a new S. He's so picky. I'm micromanaging right now. Sure. See, that's not bad. That's bad. I mean, it's bad. Sure. There you go. I'm not sure. All right. All right. See? Now I'm going to read some comics. I see you guys are saying things. I saved and swigged. The opposite of swig or past tense be swug. I swagged. Let's see. Famous cartoonist says yada yada yada. Yeah, I do. I say a lot of stuff. Let's see, like, what can you tell me about the Crybaby comics? I'm going into it blind. Also, I like the designs for the Gouache Monsters. Oh, the original series, original Crybaby Adventures was really weird and wacky and odd because my first two or maybe the first three issues were just a lot of me just making fun of, just writing down what I thought was funny. And it didn't really like get a story until issue 4 is when, or maybe at the end of issue 3, it started really coming together for me. But the Crybaby Adventures is the comic I made because nobody wanted to hire the famous one. And they said, hey man, you don't know how to make comics yet. So I had to learn how to make comics. So the Crybaby Adventures was my first comic that I ever made. And I learned how to make comics by making it. So the first the jokes in the first few books are real silly. There's a lot of like innuendos, just weird stuff in there. But it was fun. And I did stuff that I thought was funny. I watched a lot of like Wayne's World and the Jerky Boys, stuff like that. That was out when I was making comics for the first time. So there's a lot of that type of humor in the first two books. But it became a hero on a quest kind of it became like a hero on a quest kind of storyline, and it was cool. And it turned into this, which uh, when I was originally making YAHGZ, I went back and and read all my Cray books, and I retold them and took the story out of there. Like I took the story of what I had a story there, but when I originally made the stories, I didn't know what I had, if that makes sense. But now I do. So the original stories were like me trying to learn how to make comic books. So they're a little wacky and silly, but people dug them. I still got fans to this day saying they really liked them. But the adventure really starts. Well, it starts right away because like actually YAHGZ number 2, the way YAHGZ number 2 starts is the way Crybaby number 1 starts. It's like they jump you in the middle of the war. So in my original Cray series, there was a Cray versus Gouache war. The Gouaches were the bad guys, and they were based off of paint, gouache paint, and the Crays were based off of crayons, like Crayola, like crayons, Cray and gouache. So all of my characters were based off art supplies originally, and I just made it work. And when I originally created the Cray babies, we were drawing an art class with Cray paws, and someone asked me, "Hey man," they said, "Hey Art, if these are the Cray paws, where are the Cray ma's?" So I said, maybe they're with the Cray babies. So everyone at school started calling me Cray baby. Because of that, it made everyone laugh. And then my final project, I made a big painting, like a interactive painting with like found objects, and glued stuff together and painted, and it was a Cray baby painting, and it had the characters on it, and I brought the characters and I brought them to life. Like we were just weren't calling me Cray baby, but the characters became something, and I thought that was pretty fun. And that was it. So when I was told to go make my own comic, I already had this world of the Cray babies in my mind, so I just put them in an adventure. So it was kind of cool. That's exactly how it happened. So I created the Cray babies when I was like freshman in college, 18, 19 years old. And then I graduated. Whenever you graduate, 21 years old. So when I graduated, I went on to an interview at the Comic-Con, not interview, a portfolio review. I brought my portfolio and trying to get a job with all these companies. And then they all told me I sucked. I said, "You suck, Baltazar." And they told me to go back home and get a different job. So that's why I started creating Cray babies. And one of the editors told me, make your own damn comic. That's what he said. Why don't you just make your own damn comic? And I said, you're right. And he said, just get a comic, make your own comic, get a table here next year, and just sell your own book. And I'm like, yeah. So that's what I did. That's how it started. Yeah. Let's see, it could be your little green monkey friend. I'm going to write friend on there, monkey friend. Hey, man. Yeah, monkey friend. Could be your little green monkey friend. Here, she said it could be your little green monkey friend here. She put here. Hey. I'm a gorilla. Oh, of course, pardon me. Forgiven. I think that's funny. That's what you call a nice beat. It's a little beat. You like that Cray baby origin story? But yeah, if you're reading the books and you're confused, just enjoy it. And I know that my wife couldn't get through the original first issue of the Craze. She's like, I don't know what you're trying to do here. But my kids read it. They liked it. And I have fans who read it. And I know that when I was first doing that, people coming to me at the shows and they would love it. And they would say, you got issue 2, you got issue 3. So it's just fun. It's just really weird. It was weird, but then the story started making sense. By the time I got to issue 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it was cool. It was all flushed out, and it was the character looking for the crazy stick of joy. It was cool, and I created this little world that had magic and mystery and things from outer space. So it was cool. And when I adapted it all to YAHGZ book 1, YAHGZ, that's where it started. And yeah, I first did the Crybaby Adventures was 8 issues, and then issue 9 was YAHGZ, and issue 9 was a flashback story. So it was kind of like a prequel. And when I originally made the book, I did 1 through 8, and then I did number 9 was a prequel story, but it ended where it ended after the events of getting confused. It ended after the events of the original Crybaby series. So when I read it all through, I thought, instead of making a story about a prequel, why don't I just start out with the prequel? And so it won't be a prequel. It's just how the story starts. So in YAHGZ number 1, Cranobi is packing to go home. And that's where the original YAHGZ story started. It was Cranobi packing to go home. But it's all the adventures you already saw him on, and he was reflecting on other adventures. So I thought it would be cool just to throw people in the first adventure of YAHGZ. So you're gonna make sense, Baltazar. People are dropping. You're losing viewers. I know. I think I am. It could be your little green monkey friend here. Yeah, that's good. It's good. Good dialogue. Yeah, that's good. I saved. Now we're going to swig. Now I'm going to see what you guys are saying. There's not much. It says, oh, yeah, man. Sounds like a line the Kool-Aid man would say. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does say that. It said, thanks to the 0 people watching. Yeah. Well, it says here I got 3. But I don't know. Normally I get a few more. I'm gonna look right now. But I don't like to mess. I don't always look at while I'm live because a lot of people come back. Let's see. Famous cartoonists on YouTube. 2 are watching on YouTube. So that's good. Hello, those 2 people. I know maybe this isn't the right time to go live. Maybe that's it. Let me see on my channel. On my channel, there is 48 views today of this show. It may not be on here right now, but they are viewing. People are watching. So sometimes the live views don't reflect the accurate views. You know what I mean? That's okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm doing it. It keeps me busy. You know? The brain mostly keeps you occupied. saying I'm a gorilla. He's a little gorilla. He used to be giant, but now he's not. Says, I'm a gorilla. She says, oh, of course, pardon me. She's just nice. She don't mean to insult him. Of course. Of course. This is part of me. Let's see. Here it is. Pardon me. See, my characters are nice to each other. No fight, no crime, be nice to each other. Forgiven. It is a really cool book. It's a really cool story. I dig it. One thing for sure, you are not supposed to be here. It's pretty good. Wasn't invited. Nobody wanted him here. Saying one thing for sure. Whoa. Spelled it wrong. 4 for sure. My guy. One thing for sure. We're going to be a whole lot thinner. Is that what Han Solo said? You're not supposed to be here. You are not. You are not. Shows are boring, Baltazar. You are not. Supposed. Supposed? Or is it supposed? Yeah, it's supposed. I remember I learned that way back in Tiny Titans days. Supposed to be here. That's what I learned about writing, is all of the commas and things like that. Misspellings. So my original Cray Baby Adventures, you're going to see a lot of misspellings and things that are mistakes, punctuation, things of that nature. Yeah, things of that nature. All right, let's see. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, that's cool. It's good dialogue, right? It says, you are connected to all things good as well, but somehow you throw off the balance of this realm, causing an imbalance, if you will. How? I'm not sure. It could be your little green monkey friend here. I'm a gorilla. Oh, of course. Pardon me. Forgiven. One thing for sure. You are not supposed to be here. Whoa. It's all filled with mystery and suspense. Yeah. There's mystery and suspense happening. Let's see. He says, I'm a gorilla. I'm going to make this a little tighter. Bring it up. He forgives her. It's no big deal. It's like, just don't call me a monkey. That's what he's saying. But of course. Of course. But of course. Of course. All right, let's see. course, pardon me. So I gotta make this work. See, this panel I have is too much. Too many words for this one panel. So I'm gonna make me the key, the advantage of digital, so you could shrink down things. So I might shrink this down a little bit. Let's see if it works better. Yeah, a little bit. It gives me more room. I can move over to the monkey over here. All my books have monkeys in them. I'm going to lower her too, so she's a little closer to him. Esmeralda, her name is. See, she's a little bit. Give it a little space. There you go. Now, let's see, I can move this just slightly. Right there, right there. How about like that? Yeah, let's see. He says I'm a gorilla. That's right. Get it right. Of course. Of course. Forgiven. There you go. Maybe she don't need her hand there. Yeah, that's what's causing problems. You causing problems, Baltazar? Yeah, like that. Then she could. So I could just erase this hand totally. Get more room. See? I could actually lower him a little more too. That. See? Give him some more area to work with here. Get in your area, Baltazar. I had a teacher when I was a kid. We were at recess, and I forgot what her name was, but she was our recess monitor. And when we get out of our area, she would yell at us, "Get in your area!" like that. Get in your area. That's all one word too, by the way. Get in your area. So that's what we used to call her. You know, we're gonna edit that out because that's not funny. She was just doing her job. I know, it was funny though. One thing for sure, you are not supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be here today. It's like, you are not supposed to be here, Cranobi. Why are you here? Nobody understands. Something went wrong. But I don't know if I say what went wrong. But the story from the original Crybaby story till now, YAHGZ, it got a lot better, man. I worked it out. The story's good now. Issue number 1, book 1, won an award. I was in Boulder, Colorado a few months ago. I didn't get to say anything on stage or anything like that, but it was cool to go there. I walked up to the stage, and they gave me an award, but I didn't say nothing. Only the first place award winner got to speak, and I won second place. I got a silver medal, which is cool. Still won. They only gave away 3, so I finished in the top 3. It's pretty cool. I was digging it, man. Digging it. Digging it fresh, yo. My peeps and my masses. The masses were digging it. So I'm a gorilla right here. I'm doing that. Jesus, of course. Look at that. It works, right? It's like, your show sucks. Your show's real boring when it's just you. Let's see. Planning on doing this 30 times. For 30 days of YAHGZ. I wish I could play music. Normally I draw with the music on and stuff. But if you're looking for good music to draw with, my son makes good music. Gordon Baltazar, Chef Gordy, aka Chef Gordy. Got a new video today, released a new song. Ganymede Records. He's got his own record label. It's all true. Everything I'm telling you guys is true. Should I do this? Yeah, that looks good. Very good, very good. All right. So to me, the hardest thing to do sometimes is the lettering. That's what takes the longest, it seems like. I just got to get it right. It's got to look right. I can't just do it like, I got to make sure it looks perfect. Plus, the flow of the page depends on this, the flow of the word bubbles. Because right now, like if I didn't put it like that, you wouldn't know which way to read this. You know, boom, boom, boom. It's got to go back and forth. And that's some of the hardest, not hardest, like takes a little bit of effort. It's like, it's hard to read it. It's bad when you read a comic and the word bubbles are in the wrong spots. You read the wrong word balloon, if you will, .com. You read the wrong word balloon out of order. And it takes you out of the story, you know. It's all true. And I do this, I clean it up a little bit, so when I bring it into colors, it looks awesome. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I'm going to read comments. I see you guys are commenting. Oh, I see D Brad. D Brad is here too. All right, let's see what I got. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. Of course. Pardon me. Forgiven. That's funny. He has some attitude. This little gorilla has some attitude. And if you read YAHGZ book 2, you're going to realize that the gorilla was supposed to kill Cranobi, but he chose not to. Like, hey man, it's true. So that's what, like, they had a common enemy. So he goes, hey, why don't we just like fight the bad guys instead of like hurting each other? And he's like, all right, that makes sense. It says, you are connected to all things good as well. But somehow, see, there should be a comment right there, I think. I'm going to add one. But, comma, somehow you throw off the balance of this realm, causing an imbalance, if you will. How? I'm not sure. It could be your little green monkey friend here. I'm a gorilla. Oh, of course, pardon me. Forgiven. One thing for sure, you are not supposed to be here. See, that's a good page. It's a good page of dialogue. See, I'm going to fix this word bubble up here, though, because it looks a little stretchy and funky. Funky. Funky's good, but not all the time. Deliberate funk is good, but not funk. Funky makes a mistake, funky. Funky McClunky. McClunky. Like that was just wrong. Why did you say McClunky? First thing I watched when I got Disney Plus is I watched Star Wars. Like, oh man, this is gonna be good and HD on the big screen. And then that McClunky thing threw me off. Why did he say McClunky? because you just gotta keep messing with that scene. Wouldn't be Star Wars if it didn't mess with that scene over and over. Handshot first again. Not so fast, scoundrel. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna save this. Look at that. Does that look good? I like it. Okay, I'm saving it, and I'm gonna put this guy real big so you guys could see him. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna swig. Now's the time to swig. Ah, oh yeah, you guys are saying stuff. You guys are saying things. A whole bunch. A whole bunch of things are being said right now. Yeah. I said thanks. Just 2 people watching. Yeah. Say, Andrew said, I'm here and watching. Jason Sanity is here. He gets the claps. Jason Sanity is here. Usually you're on past my bedtime. Yeah. Usually I'm all flipped around right now. Because sometimes I'm just waking up sometimes right now. How many hours do you work a day? I'm guessing 48. Yeah. I work all day and I only stop to eat or go to sleep. I don't really set an alarm clock. I just keep going. But lately, you know, my family's been home for the holidays, so not every hour is dedicated to comics these days. But everything's going back to normal this week. But things are leveling out now. You know, the holidays are over. People are back to school and stuff like that. D. Brad says, "Hey Art, nice surprise. I will keep you on while I do some chores." You're a good man, D. Brad. Hello, Art's mom. Oh, is my mom here too? Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah, it's good to see my mom. I just talked to her on the phone yesterday. Swig for Mom. Let's see what you're saying. Ooga booga. It's true. That's all true, what he just said. Ooga booga. Said, what's the origin of the name Chef Gordy? Oh, yeah. Chef Gordy. It's obvious pun of Gordon Ramsay. But my son chose the name Chef Gordy because he cooks up the beats. He cooks them. But when he worked at McDonald's, everybody called him Chef because of his name Gordon. Because his nickname was Chef. So when he was at McDonald's, they would just call him Chef. Hey, Chef, do this. Hey, Chef. So it stuck. So he liked it. So now he calls himself Chef Gordy because he cooks up the beats. And yeah, it's stuck. I like it too. Will you be making the other squishy stress balls for characters other than YAHGZ? Oh, maybe. Probably not. Like the stress balls cost a little bit more than I wanted to spend because nobody buys them. I got to give them for a freebie kind of thing. I think I got them on my website for sale, but I don't think I've ever sold one. So they cost a little much. They cost a little much to purchase. I think the minimum order was like 400 of them or something. But no, I probably won't get them again. I like doing other things like the YAHGZ had stress balls and the Abraham Lincoln had fly smackers. So I'm trying to think about something with Webster the Spider Monkey. I wanted to do like banana candies or something. Or with Giro Man, maybe I'll do aprons or like those paper hats, I'm thinking. Something like that. Something small that I don't have to worry about selling them. I could give them away. It'd be easier. Last night on the CBN, I got to meet Tressa Bowling, who worked on Oh Yeah Comics with you. Yeah, we drew TMNT. Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Oh, the comic Werewolf by Night. The comic books. What is it? Cartoonist by Night. Yeah. Oh, she was on there. That's cool, man. Yeah, Tress is real cool. We know her for a long time, and she's just cool. I gotta watch your shows. I saw the last one I saw is when you had multiple guests. Eric Wolfgang was on there. You guys kept coming in and out, but I didn't finish watching a lot of them. But I got to catch up on your show. the D. Brad show. Every time we watch Star Wars, there should be one more weird addition to find to enter a draw for a prize. Every time we watch Star Wars, there should be one more weird addition to find to enter a draw for a prize. Yeah, I like that. Whatever you said there. But I agree, D. Brad. You're a good man. Favorite food? What's my favorite food? I like cheese fries. I like cheese fries a lot. I like hot buffalo wings, hot wings. I'm a fan of Harold's. Like, I just like that kind of stuff. I like all the stuff you're not supposed to eat too much of. I like chocolates, of course. But yeah, I'm a cheese fries guy and a hot wing guy for sure. Heck yeah, man. Hello, Acoustica Rain. Hello, Acoustica Rain. Good to see you. Jason Sandy said, hello, Acoustica. I know that lady. Oh, cool. Acoustica Rain. That's a cool name for sure. For sure, for sure. Same on the food opinion. Yeah, man. I'm glad we agree. We agree. Okay, let's get back to business here. First, we're going to take a swig. All right. This panel right here of Emeralda looking at Cranobi is a classic Peanuts type panel where the character is looking at her like when I drew Craze, they were, I say, classic Peanut style because they don't have mouths, and I know a lot of Charles Schultz wouldn't draw the mouth on them. They were very expressive without a mouth. So that's why this one is Peanuts. Inspired by Peanuts right here. Know what I mean? We know what you mean, man. Yeah. So he's just looking at with the blank stare. With Peanuts, there was always that middle panel in the comic strips that was just a blank stare. But he still has his goatee. You guys are going to like it, man. This is a cool comic. And I like the way characters transform. They go through transformations. It's fun. Yeah, look at him. And like when I first brought back the YAHGZ book, I had to get used to drawing them again. Like my first drawings of them looked different. They looked different, like weird. I was like, oh, I can't draw my Crazy anymore. But then once I started drawing them, it all muscle memory, it all kicked in, man. It all kicked in. It was good. Good to go once again. So now I'm good. Let's see. When I first drew him, he had sleeves. So you can see the sleeves. I gotta make sure I get it right. There he is. Look at that. He's bare feet. Not like feet like a bear. It means that they're bare. There he is. There you go. Look at that. Look at him. Take the pencil line away. You see, it looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Get some scratches on him. He got beat up when he was outside. Book 2. He got beat up. He's like, oh, he's hurting a little bit. So I'm going to add, I'm going to lower this a bit. Yeah, like that. A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to make his toes bubbly. He's got bubbly toes. Maybe they're too big. Yeah, it might be too big. The bubbly toes. There you go. Hey, Baltazar. That looks pretty good. What? The critic gave me a compliment? You still suck, though. Like, oh. All right, there he is. He's standing on an emerald. He's in the emerald realm. The emerald chamber. They're calling them chambers. See, I created a tangent right here. You see that? I got to get rid of that. Very aware of creating tangents. There. Create this, Baltazar. All right, let's see. She's just looking at him. Should her hands be folded? Yeah, right? 'Cause she's concerned. Her arms are folded. How do you do it? Let's see. There you go. I got it. Shoot, man. Shoot. Yeah, like that. Let's see. How's he going to do it? How's he going to fold her hands? She look like her folded. She's scolding him. All right, make this hand a little better. Like that. It goes here. It's good, right? Because she's kind of like, I imagine her Emeralda is made of light. She's physical, though. You could touch her. Because she grabs Kranobi's hand and takes him in flying. But she's also fast, like light. She go real fast. But she's a magical being. Your imagination is weird, Baltazar. I love creating characters that don't exist, like creatures that don't exist in the real world. Like I could like the monkeys create. He's something that's real, you know. But like Craze and Emeralda, I like creating stuff that's not real. And that kind of like, it works for me. Like, I think more people could relate to the character when it's not anything that's real. And like, it's like when you read the Crybaby Adventures, you don't know what you're getting into. Same with YAHGZ. Like, when I first pitched the YAHGZ story, I didn't want to call it the Crybaby Adventures because everyone got the name confused. And so when I told the publisher I'm going to name it YAHGZ, and they said, oh, sure, because everyone knows what YAHGZ means. That's what they said. Well, it was better. Like, no, I'm keeping it YAHGZ. But once you read the book, once you read it, you're like, oh, YAHGZ, I can understand it now, you know. The land of YAHGZ. The Wizard of YAHGZ. Look at him. Look at her. Just looking at him. See, because this suggests her arms folded suggests she's trying to figure out what to do with him. What do we do with you, Cranobi? Why are you here? Why are you here? No, why are you here? Like Luke Skywalker did. And that movie could have been so good. Star Wars Saga. Man, imagine if that was good. You still talking about that? Why are you here? All right, let me see. Let me get rid of some of these lines here. There you go. Make this one a little thinner. There you go. It's good. It's good, good, good. All right. Emeralda. It's like light. She's got like shadow and light on her. Gives her some shape, some, what do you call that? Some mass. Gives her mass. So it looks like she's a thing. She's all stretchy. Stretchy. She's a stretchy thing. So yeah, man, if you guys want to read some of my older Cray comics, and I got some crossover comics up there now on my Patreon page. If you're a $2 member, you get a lot of stuff. You get to read a lot of my comics. It was never like that, but I figured, man, why not just give $2 members all kinds of good stuff? Because I was trying to, like, you could go on the Patreon as a public person and not subscribe, but you could still buy my digital comics. But I figured I'd offer them to everybody. It's like, man, because you guys are following me anyway, and like, I could get everyone to join me and do all that stuff. Plus, I didn't sell anything. Nobody cared. I didn't sell one comic in like all these months. Like, nobody wants digital comics. But I remember when I had Comixology, I was doing pretty good. Then they changed and they kind of erased everything. I don't know what happened there, but it went away. But I was doing really well on Comixology with comics. But now it's back, man. You could do it. Comics. I could treat my own Patreon like Comixology. All right, look at that. I'm going to save it. I'm going to swig. Let's swig. That was delicious. That was the best swig ever. One of the best swigs of all time. Is that true? You don't know what good swig is, Baltazar. Maybe I do. That was a good swig. See, that's a little close right there. See? I'm going to move this word balloon over a little bit. Johnny would like that because I call it word balloon. I always call them word bubbles. I guess you could have a thought bubble. Is that a word bubble or a word balloon? I'm going to go with word balloon. But if you follow me on YouTube and things like that, you can tell that Famous Cartoonist Says Things is reaching its 200th episode. So, in celebration of the 200th episode, I'm going to have my special guest of comic books for kids are going to be on my next show. See, this is separate. This show is called 30 Days of YAHGZ. So this is a little different. I'm not saying a lot of stuff. Mostly drawing. I'm just gonna draw live. Just do it live. Let the peeps see what's going on with YAHGZ. But on my 200th episode, I'm gonna have comic books for kids on there with me, and we're gonna talk about our comic book. We're releasing a comic book for kids. We're printing a comic book for charity, printing 3,000 copies to donate to children in the hospitals. So that's gonna be cool. But if you're not a sick kid in a hospital, you could still buy the copy. I'll have some copies for sale on my website real soon. And we hope to do 2 to 3 issues a year. I wanted this first issue to come out into 2024, but it'll probably go to the printer the next week or so. I'm like 3 pages away. I got to finish 3 more pages. What do you think? Look at her. Look at her glowing. That's cool. She looks good. And now I'm going to put some glow on these things down here. What do you think? Does that look cool? Put some shadow. Some emerald shine. There you go. I like it. May add some, oh, not that. May add some things in the background. Fragments, particles and things. Oh, I'm getting a text. Oh yeah, Jason Sanity. Oh yeah, man. Thank you, Jason. Jason just joined my Patreon. I just got information. Yeah, man, for the $2, you get to read all my books. And I was going to just put it where my comics were additional, but now I'm like, nah, man, just give them. I'm giving them for free. If you join for $2, I have a whole bunch of comic books I'm going to be putting out. And I try to do at least 2 to 3 issues a month. My next 3 books will be Captain Camel and the Space Chicken, number 1, 2, and 3. When I originally published it, it was a thicker book, like a 60-page book. But now I broke it up into 3 issues, and it's going to be on my site probably in the first of the month or the first week of the month. That's when I usually put up a new book. And I just put up the Weirdsville Crybaby crossover, and it's cool, man. It's just a cool way to put out comic books when I can't really afford to print all the books. But so right now I'm going to go through my whole career. I'm going to try to do them in order. So you'll see Captain Camel will be next because Captain Camel came out after the Crybaby Adventures. Then you will see Wolf Boy. Patrick the Wolf Boy will be up there. Probably after Camel, we'll put up Wolf Boy. And then I'll see Lunar Lizard will be up there. So I'm going to go in order of my career. So this is going to be real fun. But I got 20 issues of Patrick the Wolf Boy to get through. So I'm going to put those all up there. And it's going to be fun, man. So that'll get me at least a year. Well, 12 months, and then there's three books a month. So it's going to be pretty cool to see how many issues I get through. And then eventually I'll get to new stuff, and I'll probably put new stuff on my Patreon first, before I even print it. I think that's a cool idea. And when Comixology shut down, I don't know what happened to it. It got it. Amazon took it, but now you can't even find it. Like, I don't know if the app works anymore, but it was real difficult for me to upload comics after that merger or purchase, whatever you want to call it. It was very disappointing to creators because I used to sell about 60 comic books a month on that app, and a lot of my comic books were in the sales, like they were 99 cents or 25-cent sales, but that was real fun, man. It was cool because Aya Comics #1, or all my #1s, they were all like, if people were to purchase, like Comixology always had like, hey, you spend like $15 a month or subscribe or whatever. But all my #1 books were available when people would subscribe. And I remember that Comixology asked me if I want to do that. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because even though I'm not making a lot of money off of those books with the subscriptions, people would still read my comics. So I would have a whole bunch of downloads of, oh yeah, Comics #1 and Wolf Boy #1 and anything I had with a #1. So that was real cool, man. And then suddenly it went away. And when it switched to Amazon, I still had digital comics on Amazon, but my statement every month, you would get a statement that says how many comics you sold. And I was consistently 0 for for 2.5 years after Comixology was already gone. But meanwhile, when I would get the statement from Comixology, I would sell like 60 comics, 80 comics sometimes. So that was cool. And I wouldn't make a lot of money, but I'd make something. You get at least 20 bucks a month or something, or whatever it is. But since then, Patreon rose up and they kind of took some of that place. They took some of the place loss of that Comixology like went away. But so I'm like, man, I was like struggling. How do I put up my digital comics? Like, what do I do, man? So I thought about putting them on my website, but I wasn't sure how to people can get a PDF. And then once Patreon offered that, I was like, oh, I could do it here, man. This is cool. And that's how that happened. But when I put it on Patreon, nobody bought them. So I'm like, oh, I'm back to not selling any comics. But I figure it's pretty cool for all the people who subscribe to my $2 tier. They can get free comics. If comics are involved in your $2 tier every month, you could get all my comics digital. Every month I'm going to put new ones out. So I don't want to say you're getting them for free because you're still paying $2. But normal, regular public, if you could go to my site and you could still buy a book, but it costs $3 each. But if you subscribe, you get it with your $2 purchase, which is kind of cool. I think that's awesome. I don't know why I didn't unlock that right when I started. So it just takes a little time, like Patreon, and just like all this stuff with algorithms, you just have to figure it out. Whatever works. It could make you go crazy. You could go nuts trying to figure this stuff out, or you could just go with it. You know? Like if I was worried about thousands of people watching me right now, I'd probably stop. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep going, man, keep going. And it's like weird because once you go live for a little bit, it feels weird that I'm talking to myself, it seems like. But it's just what it is. Law of the West, the law of the West. Look at that, there you go. Take her a little bit away. That's cool. It's like all this online stuff. I got t-shirts, I got Patreon, I got my own website that sells comics, and just trying to make it all work, and even YouTube, if you like and subscribe, like people say, do those things. But our live streams are doing pretty good. People come back and read, or come back and listen, watch our videos. It all counts. It's kind of fun. It's fun to do. And these are cool shows because we promote what we're doing, I have to cough. All right. I was going to mute it, but now you guys were privy to my cough. Is that good? Look at that. Does that look weird? I don't like it. Privy. You didn't know privy would be a good thing, right? Hey, I was privy. You guys watching still? You guys saying stuff? People are saying stuff. There's people here, man. I'm gonna read comments. This is Emeralda. She's dropping some information to this man right here. To this cray. Look at that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. Let's see. I'm going to save, and I'm going to swig, and I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Save and swig. Oh, that was delicious. Nice and cold. It's cold, man. It's cold. Let's see. Acoustica Rain is still here. Oh, Scooter Pie. Oh, yeah, Scoot. Scoot's a good man. What's he saying? The Word Balloon Network. That's right. Part of the Word Balloon Network. Oh, yeah, podcast. Looks good. I like it. It's good. I like it. It's good. It's good. Acoustica Rain says, yay. Jason Sanity, you're welcome. Thank you, sir, for being part of my Patreon. It's going to be fun. Jason said, I like the live shows. I wouldn't have known that more Webster was coming out in the future. Yeah, I have to work on them. I have, I got issue 0 and issue 1 on my website for sale. Issue 1 is like a double size issue. So it actually contains issue 1 and issue 2. That's why when I say I'm releasing issue 2, I get confused because it's really number 3. Number 3 and number 4. But I might even put them out when I release them. I might put them out on my Patreon as separate issues. I don't know. We'll see. But it's cool. Like, we could do whatever we want, like when we do your own stuff, which is really fun. Yeah. D. Brad says, hello, Scoot. Yeah, Scoot's a good man. I like it. Let's see. I'm getting some information. Oh, the information is, hey, man, you just got a new Patreon guy. Cool, man. Jason Sanity, because he's insane. It says it in his name, but he's very sanity. Sanitized? It means that you could think clearly, or does it mean that you're sanitized and clean? That's not funny, Baltazar. Oh, look, something popped up. I got reactions. Reactions from Scoot McMahon, Kevin Bixby, and Brian Petrowski. Those are my cousins. Brian Petrowski's my cousin. The other guys, Bixby and McMahon, are my brothers. Scott McMania. That's right. Scoot McMania. I think that's the first time I ever called him Scott. What the heck? Hey, man. Okay, I'm drawing these. These are really fun because he's in silhouette. So I don't really have to draw him too many deets. I could draw him in silhouette. It's all true. I only speak truth to you guys. That's it. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Did I give him his beard over here? Does he have a beard? Yeah, he does. Look at him. I got it. Something popped up on my screen, and I can't see stuff. There it is. Went away. Okay. I was blocking, man. Hey, man. Oh, block me, man. All right, we're good now. Good now. Right now, I got a lot of my deadline stuff out of the way, like the crushing deadline madness that I got to make sure it gets done. I got to make sure this gets done, but this, like YAHGZ book, it feels nicer. It's different than working on other things. Like when you work on your own stuff, it's just time goes by slower or faster, whatever. But sometimes I'm drawing and like I forget to like eat and sleep and things like that. Like, it's like, man, why am I so hungry? Like, oh, because you started drawing 8 hours ago, you know? And now that I'm like all flipped around, I don't know how things are supposed to feel. You know, I don't know when I'm supposed to get hungry. You say the same stuff every time, Baltazar. Let's see, I'm going to put the little monkey here. He's leaning forward a little bit. I just got invited to go to San Antonio, Texas. So I have to give them an answer today. I was supposed to give them an answer yesterday, but I'm going to go. It's going to be in March. I got to look at the details. You weren't supposed to tell anybody that yet, Baltazar. Nah, nothing. Everything's secret. I'm not going to do secrets. I don't care. It's going to be fun. Let's see what I got. Let's make some... let's see. Do that. These are emeralds. My hopeness is. That's what she tells him in the book. It's like, what is this weird place? It's like, what? She's like, this is where I live, man. Hey, bucko. This is where I live. Now, they don't get mad. Kranobi's just in awe. He's like, how is this happening? Things like this. Things of this nature. I say everyone's here. Jamie Cosley's here. Scoop McMahon's here. You guys should join me. We should make a massive show right now. You guys want to come in there? Should I bring you in? Show would be better if you're talking to someone else besides yourself, Baltazar. Oh. Oh. See, I'm not seeing. "30 Days of YAHGZ." 30 days. 30 days of YAHGZ. This is day number 2 of YAHGZ. Yeah. Figure I got to do this anyway. This gives you an idea of what I draw, what I do. Look at all the rocks. Plus there's creatures. I just introduced creatures in the last page. Yeah, right, like this. Put some creatures in there. But they're all a little timid because they're not sure what's going on. Timid, you say? They're all like Emeralda, all of them. Yeah, that's good. So you're drawn. Sometimes you don't even have to pencil things. Just go right to inks, man. Just do it. My wife told me that one time. She told me, I bet you can draw a Wolf Boy comic without even penciling it. Like, I bet I could. And then One of those books I drew without penciling. I just went ahead, right with inks. She was right. See, I don't like that. I don't like the little pointy thing I made. Yeah, it's pretty good. There you go. It's more intentional. Still don't like it. Maybe I can't. You just said you could do it, Baltazar. There you go. Change it up a little bit. There it is. It's better. I gotta put glow around them still. Put some glow. I felt my wife and my son came down here. I felt them leave. I heard the door open. I felt people leave the house. So they're on a mission. They're in it to win it today. I don't know what they're doing. It's okay. I said, I'm going to go live. And they're like, go ahead. We're good. I said, do we need anything? And everyone said, no. So I'm going to go to the masses and say, hey, man, I'm going to draw for you guys, man. Oh, look at that. I'm going to add this right here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move them over slightly. Just slightly. Ever so slightly. See? There you go. How'd they look? How'd they looking? Yeah, that's good. Should I make them all in the shape? Maybe they could be, maybe these guys can be, oh yeah, Jason Sanity. He's a good man. Yeah, my comics. I'm going to be putting more comics because nobody downloaded my comic book yet. So I don't know if it works. Hopefully it works good. Because I know that the PDFs I made for my comics are high res. They're not like, I made them high res so like people will be willing to keep them. You know, it's good quality. And those are the same high res comics that I shared for Comixology because they want a high res ones too. So those are actually the same comics that were up on Comixology. I didn't alter them at all. I just loaded them up again. That's kind of cool. Jeez, Insanities. He's going through them now. He's a good man. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can do here. I gotta make them glowing now. Save and swig. Now's the time to swig. That was good. That was a delicious swig. We're at the 2-hour mark. It's pretty good. Now I know how long it takes to make a comic, a YAHGZ book, a YAHGZ page. I colored one and finished. This is the first one. I'm still making it. So we're at about 2 hours a page so far. I thought it was much faster. I think I'm getting slower the older I get. I don't know. It takes a long time to make comics. I can draw fast, but there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot going on, man. But I do put out a lot of comic books a year, which is cool. I dig it. I dig it the most. All right, let's see. This is all going to be. Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Should I give them their own glow? Should I get their own glow? See, all these decisions that comic book artists have to make, like comic book cartoonists, all these decisions that cartoonists have to make, all these minor adjustments, it affects decisions, affect the future. And even when I'm at home and before I go to work, I tell everybody I'm going to make history right now, because things I do tonight, things I do right now, did not exist before I began this quest. Shut up, Baltazar. I know. These shows are too long. I just cleaned out a bunch of save, like hours. StreamYard makes you save hours of video. So I cleaned out a lot of it. So I could just, if I need to make an 8-hour show today, I could. I know I won't, but I could if I want to. See, look at that. They're all glowing. Maybe I'm going to put their eyes on there. Watch this. I'm going to put their eyes. Like this. Yeah, let's do that. See, when you got your own book, you can do whatever you want. So that's even creepier when they're always staring at you with these eyes. And these are characters these characters here that I didn't know existed until I made this comic. Like in my original story, I never had these extra characters. But now I established that they're Emeralda species. There's more than just one. But she's the one who represents the rest of these. I don't even know what they're called. These guys don't even have any names. Emeralda does, though. She's Emeralda. I'm going to give her eyes, too. Yeah, she doesn't even have a species name. I don't know what she's called. How do you not know, Baltazar? Oh. She's like, Emeralda was created, she's kind of like the lady at a lake, like in King Arthur. She's a little bit like that. She's a mystery spirit who's connected to the magic on YAHGZ. She's connected to the orb. She's connected to the Crest of Joy. Like how the Lady of the Lake was connected to Excalibur. So there's a lot of influence in these comics in my Cray story. A lot of things. It's all the stuff like that I grew up with, that I liked when I was a kid. It's like Star Wars, it's King Arthur, it's Wizard of Oz, it's Lord of the Rings, all kinds of stuff like that. Magic and just heroes on a quest, adventures. So it's not really one thing that it's like. And I know one of the reviews was saying, it's an obvious ripoff of Star Wars. There's a lot of references to Star Wars. Like, no, there's really not. It's like his name, and that's about it. Like Cranobi. I don't know what else is Star Wars. There's maybe Dark Angrius. It's kind of like Darth Sidious. Kind of. But it's not a ripoff, though. The story's not the same thing. You guys will like it. Like, I have Captain Camel in his universe, and his first name is Mar. His name is Mar Camel. You guys will like that. I have the original Captain Camel series, the original 3 issues, which I was gonna re-release them, but and change some of the words so it fits in with the new Captain Camel relaunch, because I'm doing another book called Captain Camel and the Cosmic Crusaders, and that's going to be like a retelling, like a reboot almost. But I didn't want to really alter the old Captain Camel, so I'm leaving it. And if you really want to read the new Captain Camel, it will still make sense. There might be some ties to the original, but it's just going to be classic, Captain Camel classic. So the actual first book is in continuity with the new book, because I figure what it reminded me is like when you're talking to your kid and they only know you as the cool dad you are now, but when they come out and says, "Wow, Dad, I didn't know you used to mountain climb." Like, "Yep, I was a mountain climber too, son." It's like, "Wow, Dad, I didn't know you swam with sharks." "Yes, sir. Yes, I was a deep sea skin diver," So that's what I'm thinking it was like. So Captain Camel wasn't always a crusader. Maybe he was a bounty hunter at one time. But you don't need to know, you don't always have to be that one thing. So Captain Camel's stories that take place in Captain Camel number 1 and 2 and 3, the original series, they really happened in his life, because I tied it into Gyro Man somehow, because Captain Camel was in, I think I put him in Gyro Man number 1, because there was an adventure where Gyro Man and Captain Camel teamed up to save the space chicken, because Captain Corn Fritter was about to he was about to deep fry the chicken, and they both saved him. So it became the space chicken. The space chicken is what you call is a life debt. So they have a life debt, But I think that ties in. So why even change? Why erase it when say, "Oh, it's no longer canon"? Because that's what Star Wars did, and I didn't like that. So all my stuff is in canon all the time. Doesn't make sense, Baltazar. Check this out. How's it look? That looks cool, right? Here, now what I put, take away the pencils. Look at that. Look at how it looks. It's cool, nice and clean. Look at that. I'm going to go through it. That's cool, right? Yeah. Yeah. More. All right, let's see. I'm going to save. I'm going to read comments. Save and swig for you guys. That was delicious again. These swigs are coming in handy right now because I'm talking a lot. I'm getting more dry than normal. It's like, yeah, it was a good show. The part where you not talking was the best part, Baltazar. Let's see what you guys are saying. Jason Sanity says, it can be both. It's true. Acoustica is here laughing at me. She and ha ha ha, Baltazar. Jason Sanity says, I am both crazy and lemony fresh. Oh, because he's got some that was a joke. Are you what's that? What are sanitized and insane. Jimmy Cosley says Dan Wisniewski, right on, frogs. Yeah, man, we're gonna make a comic with frogs, and so far I told him let's do a frog theme because we have frog characters. Plus, eventually we're gonna add Flippy the frog. Is that his name, Flippy? He's not public domain yet. I think we got 2 more years. Flip the frog. Is his name Flip? Yeah, the iWorks character. I don't think he's available for 2 more years. But then we're going to use him. Hendrick says, I'm still here. Yeah. Bobby Blakely, new guy. Always amazing to watch you work and learn so much. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby Blakely's a good man. Let's see. I just downloaded issue 1 of Crybaby Adventures. The resolution is great and colorful. It works fine. Thanks. Cool, man, because I didn't know if it worked. I followed all the rules on Patreon, and I'm glad you're able to see it, man. Like, I wanted to recolor the original books, the first 10 issues of Craze, or the first 8. I wanted to recolor them all, but instead I just colored the backgrounds, made it a light pale, like one issue's light yellow and then light blue and then light pink. And then I think issue 9 and 10 are just black and white. But I think Captain Camel's also black and white. So a lot of these are black and white, and I don't really go to color until, man, what was my first color issue? I don't even know. I think when I started, oh yeah, comics. When we did yeah, comics, those were the first colored issues, because it was all black and white. The black and white printing was cheaper. We had to do all that just to keep stay in business, man. But we had to go through the distributor and sell so many. But I keep playing with that idea of going back to that, but I don't know. It's a lot stress-free right now, just putting my books out there the way they are, you know. There she is. She should be thicker. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's fun. It's just fun to be able to make comics and just put them out there. That's mostly what artists want. You want to be able to show everyone your things, stuff you made, and sell some comics. But if you can't sell them, download them. And like for Patreon, I think it works really well because I'm still making a little bit of money. Like Patreon comes in handy, and all of the money I make from Patreon and all of that stuff and eBay, I always use that money for printing comics. And in 2023, I pretty much printed a book a month. So I'm getting back to that. But right now it's a lot of my comic books are like deadlines took over. So, but I'm getting back to that. I'm still making books. I'm still making some, I'm going to make Euro Man, and I'm going to make, who else? Webster Spider Monkey. I got Lunar Lizard. I got a whole bunch of, a list of things I'm going to make. It's going to be a lot of stuff. I'm going to get back to my Powers in Action superheroes. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing, man. It's going to be cool. I just need time to do it, but it'll happen because I have plans for the next few years. Look at those eyes. I'm even working on a Jimmy Dido Part 2. It's gonna be cool. I wrote a story for issue 2 and 3 already. Little curl, is that cool? Same thing. You did it again, Baltazar. It's all right. I'm gonna leave it. Look at her. She's very inquisitive, if you will. So we see Esmeralda in book 2, but she remains a mystery. And this one, you get to know who she is more. Book 2, we get to see her. But if you're reading it, there's a lot of like symbolic kind of things, symbolism, if you will. A lot of symbolism type things in the whole series. But in book 2, I keep her a mystery. But somehow, Slip Doodger knows about her. Slip Doodger and Cramies know about her. But they only know her legend. Because she only shows herself when you're getting close to discovering her. It's kind of like if you're looking for the Craystic or the power of the orb, and you're coming closer, and she knows you're worthy of it, she'll make her presence known. Otherwise, like if you never see her, then she doesn't want you. It's kind of like a ghost when ghosts make their presence known because you have that special connection to a ghost or to spirits. That's what she's like. But she's not a ghost. She's a real being. It's like a spirit, like the Holy Spirit, but not quite. Maybe. But she's more like a guide. If you are looking for happiness and joy, you will find it if you believe in Emeralda. But when you see her, most times they don't even know what she is, because established in the book 2, the Cray was having visions of her, and then Slipduder said, "What? You're talking about Emeralda?" So somehow he had visions too. So I have a lot of stories with Cray and Slipduder backstories, because a lot of the original Crybaby Adventures was about those guys. But I had a whole bunch more stories involving them that I didn't really quite get to. So there's going to be another story with Cramies. I'm going to continue with him a little bit. It's going to see. So I'm going to show how he gets the crystal, finds him. The crystal from Meteor Mite's book. It's going to be cool. It's going to be good. But it's not going to be too convoluted. It's going to be mostly like a superhero origin story. It's going to be good. Sounds like it sucks, Baltazar. Oh, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. So the craze is cool because this is the first book I've ever started with when I thought about making comics. And now it's circling back. It came back, man. Circled back around. Even my kids are like, "What are you going to do now? What's next?" It's like, I don't know. Just going to keep making stuff. We'll see. I'm going to keep making stuff until I don't. Why are you talking that way, Baltazar? I don't know what. After this, I have to finish a book I'm doing with the wrestlers. AEW wrestling. That'll happen. Right now, I got to do this, man. This has to be finished. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? There she is. Just looking at him. The power of the glow. You are the last dragon. You guys still like this show? This show sucked? Is it good? Show's boring, Baltazar. That's right. Look at that. She's all stretchy. I'm craving like Fritos. Craving things like that right now. Means you're hungry, Baltazar. All right, let's see. I'll do like this. I'll do like that. Add some shadow, some light, design. She is the light. Remember that song? Yeah. Shine a light on me, man. All right, let's see. That's good. This is weird right here. Just this little knit, this thing. Just got rid of it. All right, it's good. It's good. All right. YAHGZ. The YAHGZ. 30 days of YAHGZ, day 2. She is. I'm gonna add some sparkle. Like, what's your dad doing? Oh, he's talking to somebody. Who's he talking to? So if I go too fast, these sparkles get rounded. See right here, it got a little bit rounded. I gotta fix them a little bit. I gotta tweak them. See? I'm looking forward to the upcoming weeks of football. And I don't really watch a lot of football. More of a baseball guy, but I've been watching a lot of football games. They're exciting. It's cool to see who's going to be eliminated and stuff like that. They play one game and they go home. If they lose, they go home. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of the sports. I don't know if anyone's playing today, but I don't know who to root for. I'm just watching them. But I like what the Lions are exciting. And of course the Chiefs. The chefs. But like they said that nobody won the Super Bowl 3 times in a row ever. And they have the potential they could do it. Because they won the last 2, I believe. Is that a thing people say, I believe? You believe it, or is it just a fact? You don't have to believe a fact. You just have to see it, right? Shut up, Baltazar. I know. The fact. That's the fact, Jack. I'm looking forward to it, though. Super Bowl's going to be fun. I get to hang out with Raisky and the Weasel. My buddies. My son calls them the OGs. My originals. Raisky and Weasel. We're all men now with beards and children and wives and stuff. It's kind of weird. I know my guys Raisky and Weasel for like 40 years. Is it 40? No, almost 35. Met them when I was a teenager. So we're there, man. We're there. You guys surviving? We still good? All right, let's see. Deep Brad's still here doing your chores? All right, look at her. You are connected to all things good as well. Should we put as well and another? Yeah, maybe, right? That might be cool. Gives her a little break. No, I think it's fine. Yeah, this looks cool. It's going to be good. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it in Swig. Then I'm going to read some comments. I like it. Thank you. Thank you. Andrick says he's still here. Yep. See, Dan, here it is. Dan Wisniewski says, is YAHGZ Book 3 the last book published by Papercuts for you? Are there immediate plans for other creator-owned properties through Papercuts? So far, YAHGZ Book 3 is the last one scheduled so far, but I'm always going to work on more stuff, so we'll see what happens. But so far, officially, YAHGZ 3 is the next one, and I don't have any more scheduled after, but that doesn't mean I don't have any more books coming out. So I got to make things official, but yeah. So we'll see what happens, man. I hopefully I'll have things to say soon, but I'm not off the radar, so we'll say that. Yeah. Deep Rat says this show is good, never boring. Cool, man. It's like a chill show. I don't really have to think about making jokes. I just go on here and do my thing. Swig. Ah, yes. Deep Brad says, I'm still here eating tuna melts. Oh, good. I like tuna melts. I had a bowl of stuff earlier, but now my bowl is empty. See, it was like just chips, nothing in there. I got a few things I got to mail. I sold some things on my website, and I have something I got to mail to my friend, my good friend Skokie Spidey. This show has the big swigs on the biggest swigs on the best swigs on the internet. Yeah, I actually I borrowed that from Stone Cold Steve Austin. I used to listen to him all the time. And he used to say, swig for the working man, swig. So we share swigs with Steve Austin. Stone Cold, if you will. So swig. Let's swig to Stone Cold. And I know Jamar Nicholas, he does sippas. I do swigs. But they're the same thing, man. They're the same. The same thing. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Any plans to have a famous cartoonist paints things soon? Yeah, I'm getting back into painting. I have all my stuff set up, my paintings, and I want to get back into making custom Mego figures. But it's just that I have to finish up a few things before I could jump into that. But maybe throughout February, maybe before March, I'll be able to swing into different things like painting. But I really like painting. I have to set up my camera again a different way because when I do my live painting shows, I had a camera that would swivel and point. It could point in any direction. But this one I have it on the one I'm using now, but I can't move it. Like it adhered to this top of my screen. So I had a sticker on it. So I planted it and it's kind of there. It's kind of up there now. So I got to figure out how to get another painting. But unless I broadcast through my iPad or something like that, but I'll get it. Or I could just paint behind me. I can move this and just paint behind me. So you guys could see that real good. So I could paint right on that easel because this one, I tried moving this camera and was a bit finicky and it got tight. I don't know why it got tight. I can't move it. So, but it's good. It works good. I like this camera I bought. It's widescreen. It's really cool. But yes, the answer eventually, yeah, I'll be painting things soon because I want to do some paintings for Cidos. I got more of these guys. These drawings of these characters. I'm going to do more drawings like that soon. So it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. D. Brad that said, that's cool. Paper Cuts is publishing Ninja Kaiju. Yeah, what Scoot? Yeah. Frego's been doing a lot of books, a lot of writing, a lot of pitching to different publishers with his agent. So Ninja Kaiju was something that they showed me a year ago, maybe. I saw buttons and drawings in Scoot's sketchbook. So it looks cool. I saw some of the pages. It looks cool. It's Scoot's art, and it looks like Scoot. It's Scoot style. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real cool. I don't want to say anything that they didn't say yet, but it looks good, and I like it. I like it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I like it. It's good. You guys like this? Let's see. Can I show you something else? What else should I show you guys? Let's see what else we got. Look at that. Here's the cover again. This is the cover for YAHGZ book 3. This one's coming out in August. I don't know what the exact day, but yeah, and there's the page I did today. Let's see. Click on there. See, make sure I save that. Yep. This is the next page after this. See, he's still talking to her. So I'm going to work on that later, but I'm going to take a break because I need to take a break. I got to eat. I'm really hungry now. But this is one of my favorite panels ever. Look at them. There's that. There they are, clean. Maybe I'll add another floating emerald. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to show you another YAHGZ. Here, let's see. Let's see what I got for you to see. Something quick. Something not too much. Not too... I don't know. Now I'm taking too long. This sucks, Baltazar. Here's when I went shopping a few months ago. This is what happened here. Look at. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. This is true. This is true. I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. This has been real fun. I'm going to be here again. I'm going to do it again. I want to do 30 videos of me drawing YAHGZ. 30 days of YAHGZ. Doesn't mean 30 days in a row, but it means 30 days. I want to finish it before I get down to the 30th episode. Know what I mean? What do you think, Joe?
That's a wrap. YAHGZ.
That's right. Joe says I'm done. So thank everybody for watching me here today. And I will do this again. It's going to happen again. My next Famous Cartoonist Says Things will be my 200th episode. And I want to have my guests on there from Comic Books for Kids. We're going to be doing a book real soon, donating it to kids hospitals and kids in need, but it's going to be real fun, man. And you guys are awesome. Just remember, no fighting, no crying, be nice to each other, do the things that make you happy. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.
Art.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah,
Famous cartoonist draws things.
oh yeah,
Famous cartoonist paints things.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist
Artbaltazar.